Okay, Deaf Ears 3.
This is Pentagram with Lightning in a Bottle. Those who caught our vinyl spotlight in the last episode featuring Pentagram's first days here already know how much we revere this band. The greatest doom metal act of all time, fronted by a living contradiction, born to command the stage, yet locked in a perpetual chemical tug of war.
Honestly, I had low expectations for this record, mainly because their last release, Curious Volume, which has already been a decade ago, felt like the band, especially Bobby, was struggling. The overuse of vocal effects and tweaks made it seem like the end of an era was near. But if there's one thing about Pentagram, it's that you never know what's going to happen. Will Bobby show up for the show? Will a new album finally drop? Will it be new material or a rehash of old songs? And who's even in the band these days? Well, against all odds, despite Liebling's 70-plus hard-lived years, Lightning in a Bottle is a glorious return to form. How much of a return to form? Put it this way, on first listen, if you told me Andy Sneap or even Rick Rubin had produced this, I would have believed it.
Of course, that's not the case. The 2025 incarnation of Pentagram features Northwest bass guitarist, label owner, and sound engineer Tony Reed, ex St. Vitus drummer Henry Vasquez, and young bassist Scooter Haslip. However, this lineup came together, the results are undeniable. 14 tracks packed with fresh, heavy riffs, memorable leads, and Bobby's strongest vocal performance in years. Let's play a song. This is I Spoke to Death.
I spoke to death last night. He wore a nightmare gown. And when I spoke your name, he turned his eye down to the ground.
Okay, the one you just heard, I Spoke to Death, kicks off with a signature Liebling-crafted riff reminiscent of Review Your Choices, bolstered by Vasquez's thunderous drumming as Bobby narrates a fever dream encounter with death himself. Thundercrest is another barnstormer stacked with at least 3 riff patterns guaranteed to get your crusty main shaking. The album is loaded with epic solos from Reed, with harmonized spaghetti twist leads of Dull Pain standing out as one of the best.
The strongest cut? Lady Heroine, an instantly recognizable Liebling classic that sways between thundering heaviness and introspective clean passages, like it's an unearthed gem from the band's bitchin' 70s era, now slapped with a fresh coat of paint. Who knows how many more Pentagram albums we'll get, but if Lightning in a Bottle ends up being their final chapter, they'll go out with a legacy firmly cemented in their undeniable strengths. Take a bow, Mr. Liebling.
This is Lady Heroin.
This is the Snaggletooth Rock and Roll Podcast.